Today on our 2011 Kia Sorento, we're going to be test fitting the Rhino Rack Vortex Aero Roof Rack system. That's going to consist of part numbers RRVA118B-2. That's going to be our 46-inch crossbars we have up top. Then we're going to have our SX series legs, which is going to be part number RRSX009. As you can see, these bars also have a elliptical design, so it's going to help cut down on wind noise and drag while you drive. These crossbars also come in silver under part number RRVA118S-2. Now, if we look at our SX series legs, we're going to see it's kind of a clamp style system where it basically sandwiches our factory side rails. So once we get them up top and installed, we simply tighten them down, and the clamps just come together and squeeze our crossbar or our side rail, until it's secure. How we got the front rail installed, it was we measured from this point right here to the center of our crossbar, even on both sides. It's personal preference how far you want it. Just remember to keep it even. Now we can go ahead and look at our second crossbar and look at what comes with the kit. As you can see, we already have our other crossbar over here, which a feature that I wasn't able to point out up there is that this rubber strip up here is also going to help cut down wind noise and drag, but it also is going to let you know that you can utilize T-track accessories while you're using your roof rack system. You simply just pull out the rubber strip, insert any T-track accessory you might like, and then cut the strip to length when you put it back in. Now, how we're going to install this is first we're going to flip this over so it'll make it a little easier on ourselves. We're going to take our other SX series leg. We have the other one installed over here. But before we install that, we're going to take our key right here for our end caps. I'm going to twist that to unlock it, and it's going to pull our end cap right off. Now, we're going to make sure that our clamp, or loose clamp right here, is going to be secure up to this point. We're going to take this and slide it into the channel right there. Just like that. Before we put our end caps back on, we're going to want to go ahead and put this on our roof and tighten it down, and then we can lock our clamps into place. And as you can see, we have our tightening tool right here. Now, what's awesome about this tightening tool is that when you're tightening it, you'll know how tight it needs to be, because this little curve on the edge of our handle is going to straighten out when we get as much pressure as we need. So we're going to make sure that we have it facing the right way, and we're going to stretch it over top. Don't be afraid to ask for an extra hand if you can't reach the top of this. Now, before we start tightening it down, we're going to go ahead and measure from center of the front crossbar to center of the back crossbar to make sure it's even on both sides. Now, there's no specification to how far your spread should be. Rhino Rack just specifies that it needs to be at least over 24 inches apart from center to center. I like to base it off of what I might be carrying that day. So we're going to go about 25 inches right there, and we'll measure from the other side. Center to center. Oh, too far. A little bit this way. A little more. There we go. Now that we have that in place, you also want to make sure that your crossbar overhang is going to be the same, which I think I already checked, and it should be good. We'll just measure that real quick. And yes, it's the same. Now we're ready to tighten everything down. We're going to grab our tightening tool right here. We have our screw right there. We're going to insert our tightening tool and just start tightening. This roof rack system can carry a wide variety of accessories ranging from bike racks to cargo carriers to cargo boxes, anything to that nature. And you can find a lot of those accessories at etrailer.com. As you can see, our tightening tool is starting to straighten out a bit as we tighten. So once we get it there, whoop, I'm going to see that it's starting to straighten now, just like that. So now we know it's tight enough, but it's not too tight. Come to the other side, we'll tighten this down. And there we go. Now that we're done tightening, we can go ahead and put our end caps on. Simply put that into place. We're going to take our lock key and lock that up so it doesn't come off. Now you can replace these plastic key system with an actual lock core system that can be purchased at etrailer.com. So if you wish to have an actual key system. Now that we have those on, we're ready to hit the road. Before we do, I want to show you a couple different things. If we look at how this is clamping our side rails, we're going to see that there's a nice rubber-coated pad on each side, making sure there's going to be no scratches and abrasions coming on your side rails during travel or installation. Now, I'm going to make a few measurements to give you an idea of how high this sits from your vehicle. So first I'm going to go from the center of the roof to the bottom of our crossbar. I'm going to have about 3 1/8 inches of space there, and from the bottom, or from the top of our roof to the top of our crossbar, going to be about 4 1/8 inches. So that's more than enough space to get any type of accessories that might have straps to come around our crossbars to where it's not making contact with our roof at all. And if your vehicle has a sunroof, like this one does, it's high enough off to where it's not going to impede on that at all. The carrying capacity of these load bars combined is 165 pounds, but you want to be sure to double check your vehicle manual to make sure that your roof can handle those weights. And that's going to do it for our test fit of the Rhino Rack Vortex Aero Roof Rack system on our 2011 Kia Sorento.